Coming up, I build an iron farm inside of a lighthouse. I also have an amazing time at a villager party, face certain death in the Nether, and I get a couple of permanent new housemates. Let's create. In the last episode, I built an automatic tunnel bore, went on a treasure hunting adventure, built a dog, tidied up my island, and built a party venue. And then a huge ship arrived full of villagers. It's villagers! Hey guys, welcome to the island. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Hello, welcome to the island. Hello, welcome to the island. Hello, welcome. You're a different type of villager. Okay, hello, welcome to the island. Jeez, hello, welcome to the... There's so many villagers. Why is there so many? Jeez, I can't say hello to all of... Oh, they're just non-stop coming out of the... Oh my goodness. Hello, welcome to the island. Hello, well, it kind of looks like they know where they're going. At least I hope they do. They're all following the path. That's good. Hello, welcome to the island. Oh, geez. I better get over there and make sure that they're, actually ended up in the right place and doing the right thing. I just didn't expect it. Well, I suppose what else could it have been? Villagers, I guess. But there's so many different villagers. And oh, geez. Hey, guys. Yep. Oh, wow. You're all finding the right way. You found the party. That's good. Excellent. Keep going. They're just down here. Grab yourself a seat. I'll come and greet you all as quickly as I can. Oh, wow, look at this. We're actually having a party. Okay, guys, over here we've got the bar. The dog is quite happily to serve you whatever you need. Over here we've got the disco. We've got a nice dance floor if you're up for a dance. Around here we've got a fire pit, so just be a little bit careful because it is fire. But otherwise, just make yourselves at home, enjoy the atmosphere, and, we've got people wanting to go to the... Are they dancing? They're bopping to the music. They're bopping to the music. These are party villagers. Party villagers from all around the world. Look at them go. Yep, that's it. Get yourselves a drink, and then once you've had a couple of drinks, you can join me on the dance floor. We'll have a bit of a dance, sit round the fire pit, tell each other, fire campsite, fire story. Oh my, I don't know how to throw a party. But I didn't need to. The epic party-loving villagers knew exactly how to party, and so they did, taking me along for the ride with them. We danced, we drank, and then danced some more. Some gathered round the table, some shared stories around the fire, and some just danced and danced and danced. But then, all of a sudden, through the crowd, I saw something I wasn't expecting. She was looking right at me. As I picked up my jaw from the floor, she came over to me. And feeling a little awkward and having no clue what to say, we just danced. Eventually, after many dancing, we decided to head away from the party for somewhere a little more peaceful. And while we sat on the dock, we talked and talked and talked underneath the moonlight for what felt like hours. But sadly, as the night moved on, it became time for the villagers and my new love to head home. Will I see you again? I wish you could stay. As I headed home, I thought back on all of the wonderful times we'd had tonight. The dancing, the drinking, even the stories around the campfire. But mostly the dancing and the drinking and the moonlight. All of the time wondering if I'll ever see her again. But suddenly, I was rudely interrupted from my thoughts by another knock at the door. What? Another? What? This better not be another bloody quest. Oh my goodness me. What do you want? The following morning, I woke up to something that I wasn't expecting. Oh. Oh? What the? Oh no. Oh no, how much did I drink? Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh. Huh. Why is John in my bed? Roxy then explained that she'd found John this morning in the bread farm, passed out, in a food coma from eating all of my bread supplies. And as she's a nice sort of person, she dragged him to the house, put him in my bed, and because she's a nice sort of person, she said she didn't want to wake me. Right, okay, well, it's lovely to... Oh, hang on a minute, there's a... Oh, jeez, not a... Really? Of course, it's another quest. Of course it is. Quest 3. Quest. Light work. Now that your island has been designated best party island... Oh no, that's not good. You'll be getting plenty of visitors... Oh no, I don't want... Oh, okay. You should build a lighthouse so ships can find your island in the fog. But it's all... It's glorious on my... I never... What? I live on a tropical island. There's no fog. There's never fog. You can see for miles. Why? I don't need a lighthouse. That's ridiculous. Jeez. What's the sign? Oh, it won't always be sunny. In fact, it feels like there's a mist rolling in now. Where? Oh. Wow. Okay. Huh. That's a thick fog. That's a what? Huh. Maybe I do need a lighthouse. How am I supposed to do... What? I can't even see my dock. Hello? Dear quest person, plus turn fog off. That it's too much fog. It's way too much fog. It's just too much. It feels like... Is it lifting? It's lifted a bit. But it's still quite... Oh my goodness me. Jeez. Okay. Right, I guess we're going to need a lighthouse then. But if we're going to be building a lighthouse, that gives me some space to build an iron farm because I'm always short of iron, so that's it's not a bad thing to do. What's the side quest? Ironside. Now that you've got a few base resources, you should consider generating little iron for building a... Oh. Huh. Seems we're on the same wavelength, me and whoever is giving me these quests. Good, right. I guess I should get all of my tools. Hopefully wait until all of this horrible fog clears and consider building a lighthouse. Roxy, I gotta go build a lighthouse. I'm gonna be a while, okay? Jeez. Where am I gonna build it? Huh. See, my island at the moment, apart from the fog, is lovely. It's perfect. I don't really want to stick a lighthouse on here anywhere. I mean, this little corner here would probably be ideal because it's out of the way of everything else. But I like my little island as it is. However, there is island... Where's the other island gone? Fog? Help, I can't see. There is island over there. The one we always go to for the wood. And I think that island... Oh, geez, I can't see it. I think that island would be the perfect island to have a lighthouse on it because it's not on my island. Jeez. I mean, the ships will be smart enough to be able to see that lighthouse and realize they're near my island, right? That's how lighthouses work. Where's my boat? Oh yeah, that skeleton had it. They don't actually need to be in the place where, well, they need to be, right? It could be over there. I just need this fog to lift so I can see it. Where's the island gone? Hello, island. It's only there. Come on, fog, go away. Shoo. There it is. There it is. There's the other. Excellent. Okay, so the fog's lifting a little bit more. That's good. There's the other island. I think that'd be perfect for a lighthouse. Good. Right. We got some jobs to do. Now, traditionally, I think white houses are generally white and red and quite tall, which means I'll probably need a reasonable amount of concrete. I have sand and I have gravel, and I've got millions of rose bushes, and I'm also generating bone meal. So I can do that. However, I've also got an absolute ton of deep slate. So I'm thinking a black and white lighthouse might be even better. However, I am going to need lights at the top of it. So I think in order to have lights on the lighthouse, I'll probably need some more redstone lamps or something interesting up there. So I guess I've got some resource gathering to do. In terms of white, I don't want to just do sort of plain white concrete. I think I'd rather use limestone. But I don't have a great deal of limestone left. I do have quite a bit of diorite, however, so we could use diorite and deep slate, but I think I want to take my little mining drill back down the mines and find a bunch of limestone first. Now, I'm pretty sure there was a big old pile of limestone down here somewhere, and I think I dug quite a lot of it out already, but yeah, here we go. Look, there's loads left here. Oh no, oh no, 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 1.5 hearts. Don't get, no, 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 oh. Ow. Oh, jeez. Well, I think that should be plenty of limestone for us to be getting on with. Although, looking into my inventory, there's no wonder I keep dying. Right, anyway, I think it's time we went over to the other island and decided exactly where we're going to have this lighthouse and how we're going to do it all. See, I'm thinking this little outcrop on the side here would make a nice little spot for a lighthouse. We can make it all sort of rocky and stuff. We could maybe even add another dock on here, similar to what we've got going on my island. And I think that could all look pretty good. But that said, there's an awful lot of terraforming needs doing over here because the landscape is not pretty. It's not ideal at all. So yeah, I think that's where I'm going to start. I'm preparing the area. I'm going to need more tools. Well, I don't think that's come out too bad. We've got a nice little seawally rocky bit with some leaves and vines and things to make it look a little bit wet and mouldy. We've got a nice big area to work with to build our lighthouse on, and plenty of space for other things as well. Not that I know what those other things are going to be, and speaking of not knowing, I have no idea what this lighthouse is going to look like yet. So I suppose it's time I headed off to a creative version of this world and did some fiddling. Well, I'm not 100% happy with it, but it definitely works on a nice foggy night. It's very visible. You can't see my island, but you can see that. And as we get a bit closer, you can see I've got a bit of a spinny thing at the top to make it spin. And I've tried my best to decorate it and blend it in, but it needs a little bit of work. Wow, this shade of the grass actually dries out. That's amazing. Right, okay, anyway, so I'm pretty happy with the design overall. It needs some more texture on the blocks and things like that, and I like the fact that the rocks sort of come up the side of it at the bottom, bringing it all together. However, because of that, I kind of feel like it needs to move more towards this wall so that we can blend this in. My original idea would be that there was a path going to be around here, maybe sort of a rocky, muddy path going around the outside, but now that I've done that, I kind of feel like it does need bringing over a bit. I also do feel like it does need a little side building, although I haven't done that now, I got rid of it, because inside I'm not sure there's going to be quite enough room for an iron farm. I might just about squeeze one in here, but it wouldn't be a particularly easy job. As you can see on the internals, I've done absolutely nothing other than throwing a few lights, and I haven't even put any flowers in the flower boxes yet, so there's still a whole bunch of work left to do on this thing, but there's no point doing that in creative, because I might as well do that in the real world, now that I've got some sort of idea. So, back on the real world, I've got a whole bunch of things to gather and a whole bunch of blocks to place. And the first place I need to go is the Nether again to get more glowstone. At least I've got a slight armor upgrade now. Oh no, oh jeez, already. We'll make a safety tunnel. Ideally, not falling down any big holes. Like that big hole. And hopefully I can avoid all of those things that want to eat me. Ah, fire, look out. Oh jeez, I've wasted that staircase. Let's make another one. Oh, more fire! Oh, jeez. Ah! More fire! Stop it! Oh, and there we are! Ha-ha! I now have a sneaky route through, and I'm just gonna go for it. Go! Go, 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 go! I should really start thinking about replacing some of this soul sand with something that I can actually walk on. Let's do that. Let's just take a minute. Ah, or not. We won't take a minute. Oh, no, there's one right there. Stop it! plus bruh be glowstone somewhere close by? Bones, skeletons, more of those horrible things. Okay, back up to the nether roof it is. Yeah, and we'll just run along here until we're in a different biome. That thing will have loads of glowstone, but I can't get down to it. So instead, we're going to go over to the biome where the nether fortress is, if I can get down to it safely. And hopefully there'll be some glowstone around here. There's hook mushrooms. Ah, glowstone. Oh no, I'm not wearing gold. Run away. Apparently these goggles class as gold. No, they still don't like me. There's a whole bunch of gold in the ceiling here. We'll just make ourselves a quick helmet. We all good now, bro? Yes? Good. Here it is. Look at this mighty fine pile of it. And there we go. We've now got nearly a stack of glowstone. It's probably enough, but I kind of feel like I would like a little bit more while I'm here, so I don't have to do this again. Oh, wow. Look at all of that. I bet that's made out of glowstone. An ink bush? Wow, you get ink bush seeds. What is that? Yeah, I don't like the look of that. I'll take a bunch of these things that are kicking about around here. Oh, these big mushrooms give you little bits of glowstone. Not much, but it's a bit. But through the other side of this wall is that fortressy thing. And here we are, we're now in line with it. But there is a ghast kicking about, so piling across to it might not be a sensible thing to do. I just gotta be brave. Oh, stop it! What could go wrong? How hard could it be? There we go, I made it! I made it into this place, which is full of it's not glowstone, it's cincinnite thing, block. But it's fancy. Look at that lantern. And look, you've got balconies with potted plants. What is this? Reed's block? My Reed's block. These fancy bone walls. Oh, a chest of drawers with things in it. I'm not getting distracted. You're getting distracted. Oh dear. I didn't notice those when I was looking on the outside. It's full of quite strong looking wither skeletons. Close the doors. Hi. I'm all right, thank you. I don't need any. Hey, look, a netherrack furnace. And look at all of these blocks. It'd be amazing if my lighthouse was red and white. What is that? A respawner statue? You must hold 4 glowstone to set your spawn point here. I need it. I need it. I need it. Get into the next building. Keep my eyes peeled for more wither skeletons. Just go. Go in. I can hear one. Something scrapey. Oh my goodness, it is full of them. Now, did I get them all? I did. Oh, and look. Chests. Stalagmite. No, stalagmite. Ah, it spawned in. Where did you spawn? Ow. Oh no, I don't want to die in here, but I want those chests. I've got an idea. Pretty sure that chest. Oh, I found the spawner. I guess there's another one under here. There's 2. So what I really need to do is figure out how I'm going to get to those chests without being eaten alive by wither skeletons. I think the chest. Yeah, there we go. We can get to the chest. Oh, it's got diamonds in it. Do the same thing here. Take all of the good things. Oh, look at that. A ruby chest plate. Okay, so we know these green buildings are good for having monsters. Uh-oh. No. Oh, no. It's a dead end. Oh, jeez. My sword just broke. This is not good. This is not good at all. I am going to die. I am going to die. 1.5 hearts. Come on, survive. Survive, please, game, survive. Oh, my goodness me. Oh. Ah! I didn't want to open the door. I'm trying to eat. I appear to be surrounded, and they've all seen me. I got an idea. And here we are. We have arrived at the next building. I think I'm safe for the time being. I want to go in this big old building here. What's that? It's lanterns. They'd be even better than redstone lamps. Okay, we're doing an adventure upstairs. There's another lantern. These are fancy blocks. Look at these. Brick plates. Another one of these statues. If I break that, are you going to get mad at me? It wasn't me. Ooh! An enchanting setup! I need one of those! If only I had Silk Touch. Or a way to get home from here. Well, I've got an idea. And that idea is going to take me up these ladders and through this wall. And hopefully back up to the nether ceiling. And with this netherrack, I'm going to build the most dangerous and janky staircase you have ever seen. No. The stairs! Ah! Oh! No. There, gotcha. Ha! And I completed the challenge. Yeah, here we go. I have found the netherrack roof, which should mean we're not a million miles away from my old tunnel. In fact, it looks like it's just through this wall here. So I think, after all of that, I ended up with everything I needed. And in all that commotion, I didn't even realise I'd picked up a wither skeleton skull. So that means that those little spawners could make a really interesting wither skeleton farm. Hey Roxy, I've been to the Nether. I survived, you'll be glad to know. And now I'm going to go and build that lighthouse, okay? Good. I'm glad you're so enthusiastic about it. This is excellent news. I'll see you soon. However, before I get building, I'm going to need glow lichen. So I've set up this little machine here, which I think is going to get that for me. If I put some bone meal on there and then just stand here and shear stuff, I believe... Oh, I've broken it. I guess I just mined that one there. There we go. Now it's time to go building. Well, I don't think that's come out too badly after all. I kind of like the mound. It's higher up than the one on the test world, just to blend it in with the rocks a bit better. We've got a bit of a scabby path out the front here, and like I say, I've blended it in with all of this round here. And as a result, I've had to adapt the landscape around that to make it fit, and I think it works okay. I'm pretty happy with that. Now, at the moment, there's no power to this at all, which means the thing at the top's not spinning, but let's just take a quick look inside. We've got a pole that goes all the way up. I've added a couple of tables in just while I was working on this, and we've got some ladders that go all of the way to the top. So we've got a few different floors in here. They're all joined with this shaft down the middle. We've got this one here, and of course we've got this one right near the top with another ladder that comes all of the way up to the top, where we've got this spinny roundy thing. Now we've got our I really need to learn how to say that. Synchronicite lanterns, and we've got the thing ready to spin, but we don't have any power. And I think the easiest way to provide power with this would be a water wheel, although a windmill might be a good thing to do. In fact, if we go all the way down to the bottom, I've already thrown a windmill bearing in. The problem is though, I've got no wool at all. And even though this island was riddled with sheep when we first moved here, they've just decided they're not going to respawn. So I'm not going to have wool for a while. So I think what we're going to do is just chuck a water wheel in down here at the bottom, and then just figure out how we're going to do this iron farm. See, I'm not making a massive iron farm. This isn't going to be a big factory. I just need a little bit to get by. And speaking of iron, I also need zinc. During that build process, I actually had to do another massive mining run underground just to get enough zinc to make the copycat panels for all of the little edgy bits. And I pretty much used all of that while I was building that thing. But doesn't it look good from all the way back here? As a result, I've now got a whole bunch of chests out here absolutely full of stuff that I've mined, but I've hardly got any zinc at all. In fact, I've got 93 pieces left, but let's concentrate on an iron farm for now. So I've done a little bit of crafting. I think I've got everything I need to achieve what we need to achieve, hopefully. So let's go and make an iron farm and make my lighthouse work too. So of course we're going to need to start down here with our water wheels, which means we don't need that. We are of course going to need an infinite water source, and I'm hoping that 2 large water wheels is going to be enough. So let's plonk those on there like that. Hopefully they're not sticking through the ceiling. They're not, just about good. And that means we can get these running with our water. And we can attach these to this shaft with a little gearbox there, and that should get the thing at the top of the lighthouse spinning, so let's go take a look. It is spinning, which is good. It's going the wrong way round, but that's absolutely fine. It really doesn't matter, and it's probably going about the right speed as well for a lighthouse, maybe a little bit slowly. And that means we're probably going to need some speed control, which we definitely will if we're going to be making iron and stuff, because we want things running at a reasonable speed. So I'd really like to craft a rotation speed controller, but then I need these. And whilst they're not horrendously expensive, they're a right pain to make. Now, in order to make precision mechanisms in here, I'm pretty much gonna have to demolish all of this. So let's first of all pick up that lava so we don't have any accidents, and then I guess I can just smash a bunch of this to bits. For this, we are gonna need a belt, and to do this properly, I really should have a rotating system that goes round and round and round, but I'm not gonna do it properly right now. So for this, we're gonna need a bunch more of these deployers, which means I need a bunch more of these brass hands, which means I need more brass sheet. And I've just got rid of the thing that I used to make brass sheet. So I guess we're going to have to do it like this and hope that it'll just, yeah, there we go, fly off the end. That's fine. We'll just chuck those on there and then pick them up as they pop off. All right, 3 brass hands, 3 deployers, and then I need these deployers in the line here, but they're going to need power. But I can solve that with a couple of gearboxes. There we go. Now all of the deployers are activating. Now this one's going to need small cogs, that one's going to need big cogs, and that's going to need iron nuggets. If I throw on a piece of gold sheet on there, it's going to get turned into part of a precision mechanism. Problem is, I haven't got any gold sheet and they've got rid of me squid. Oh my goodness me. Okay, fine. Right, let's pop that there and then we'll get rid of that and we'll pop that there and then we'll make a few bits of gold sheet. Let's just have 5 for now. And then when I throw on a piece of gold sheet there, it should start turning. But we got to do this a bunch of times, which means I'm going to have to manually keep picking it up and throwing it down because I've got no room to put anything else in here to make this a full loop. But is it going to work? There is a chance it'll break on the last go. It worked. We got a precision mechanism. Amazing. I can make speed controllers. I just need another 4 of those. Here we go. Oh, the last one broke. And that means I can now craft 4 rotational speed controllers. Oh, this is brilliant. That's going to save me so many problems. And you know what? Let's have another couple on there as well. And then we're going to have plenty of speed to play with. That on there. That on top of there, we can get rid of that, stick on a vertical gearbox, and now we can pretty much set this to whatever speed we need, and we can change the direction. So if I put that on, let's say 64, yeah, that's probably a bit quick. So maybe more like 24. And that looks reasonable for the lighthouse, but that's still going to be going pretty slow for our contraptions. So realistically, we actually want the lighthouse spinny thing on its own separate speed controller up here at the top. Well, there's quite a bit of jiggery-pokery going on there, but we have achieved what we wanted to achieve, and that means doesn't matter what happens to this shaft below it, whether that speeds up, slows down, or changes direction, our little spinny thing at the top is only ever going to be controlled by this. So let's stick that back on 24, make sure it's spinning in the right direction, which it's not. I like it going the other way round, so let's just flip that up there, and now that's just going to stay exactly like that forever. So to generate iron from cobblestone, we're going to need 3 different contraptions. We're going to need a cobblestone generator with a mechanical drill that's going to break that cobble and put it somewhere. Then that needs to go through a mill to turn it into gravel, and then that needs to be washed to turn it into flint and iron nuggets. We don't want the flint, but we do want the iron nuggets, which means I need to join all of these things together and fit them all inside of there. And I know earlier on I said we were going to have an external building. We are, but not for any of this. This is going in there. And I think the best way of doing this would be to use the different levels. Now, we can't really use this one at the very top because this has got the mechanism for our spinny thing, but in this level here, we could quite easily fit in a cobblestone generator. That could then feed down to the level below, which is going to crush it into gravel using the mill, and then that could drop to the layer below where we basically wash it and collect it. Although I could probably fit the washing system in here as well as the mill, and then we just need downstairs as our little collection area, and I think that should be nice and easy. Well, the question is, can I fit a cobblestone generator into this little tiny room here? Okay, I think this is how it's going to work. If I have water in there and lava in there, no, not through the window, in there on top of that cobblestone, that should generate a cobblestone underneath. Let's just put another board there to be safe. Let's break that, add in a little bit of power with the vertical gearbox, and that should break that cobblestone, and more should form if I'm correct. Oh, well, stone. That's fine. And all that means is then we needed a hole underneath this with a chute in to pick up the cobblestone. Well, that was easy. Cobblestone generator done. Now I just need to speed this up a bit. So let's put this on 128 for now. And whilst it's not the biggest cobblestone generator in the world, don't forget I only need a little bit of iron every now and then. And this is just going to keep running in the background, just slowly accumulating plenty of iron. So I need to now sort the next floor out and stop all of this cobblestone just going onto the floor. And the best way of doing that is to just stick that mill directly underneath it. And then that mill can then come out into a chute. In fact, you know what? Let's just bring that one more block down, put the mill there, put a chute underneath that, and then that can get transferred into our little washing system. So of course we're going to need power to that, which is just a case of adding a few of these cogs on here. So now that's our mill going, so we should get gravel. There we go, coming out the bottom. Now I don't know if that mill will process as fast as our cobblestone generator. So in order to make sure we don't have any backups, what I'm going to do is throw in one of those in there. That's going to then fill up with cobble. I'm going to set that to void mode so it will never overflow, but then that's not now going into our mill. So what we need is another chute underneath there, and then the mill going there, and that means everything's now a little bit low down to get this into our washing system, but we can take out the side of a mill. But before we start connecting all of that up again, let's get our little washer sorted out. And realistically, that doesn't need to be any more than that, because if we throw some leaves on there and waterlog those, I believe that will still affect the items that are on the belt there. We'll need a copycat panel in front of it. But then all we've got to do is get that gravel into this box here, which will then filter out onto there. And then, if we tell this we only want iron nuggets going in there, well, that should work fine. The only problem is then all of the flint is going to back up on this system. We don't really want that. Now, the easiest way to get rid of the flint, I think, would be to just have another funnel, probably around about there or maybe even there, and then just set that to flint and let that just get burned in something or just taken away. But we'll worry about that in a moment. Let's just get all of this linked up first. So I need to get items into there, and I think the easiest way would be with another belt coming across there like that. We had a funnel there going into that one there, and a block there to stop the items falling off the end. All we need then is a funnel coming out of that. And that should work. So our fan is blowing in the right direction. That's good. If we're smart about what we're doing down here, and we extend that belt slightly, we should be able to get that belt powered from this one, although that's going the wrong way, so we need another gearbox there. Then what we can do is stick a vertical gearbox just there, and then put that on there. Then that's that powered, and now all we need is our shaft going back up there to get the cobblestone coming back out. So that's now making gravel. The gravel is getting picked up and it's going into there. But you know what? We don't actually need that leaf there. Oh, my belt's going the wrong way. Oh, well, that won't do. So yeah, there we go. Everything's now going in the right direction. We're accumulating gravel in there. We should probably set that to void mode as well, just in case. And now all we got to deal with is this stupid bit of flint that's there. So like I say, what I'm going to do is just dig a hole in the floor here for now, grab myself that bit of flint, put that on there, and then just stick that on there, and that should only filter out the flint, and everything else should end up as iron in there. And there we go. We finally got some iron through. And if I look down there, we've probably got a whole bunch of stuff down there. Yep, and flint as well. And that's it. Job done. We've now made a tiny weeny little iron farm that has generated us so far two iron nuggets, which is not very fast. However, we can speed this up. First of all, realistically, we need more fans on here to make this wash faster, because we're accumulating gravel way faster than we're turning it into iron. And now we're doubled up on our fan power, but it's still not washing anywhere near as quickly as we're accumulating it. And changing the speed of the fan has no effect on how fast it washes. It just affects how far the fan will actually blow. So the only way you can speed up the washing is to add more fans. Unfortunately for me, there's an entire other side of the room here, so we could send this in both directions. And there we go, with a little bit more jiggery-pokery in the addition of a brass tunnel and moving the millstone back a little bit. We're now taking the cobblestone directly into the millstone. That's then coming out onto this belt. It's getting split evenly between this side and that side. Even though it's one at a time, it'll go that way, then it'll go that way, which means we're now processing twice as much gravel through each side, which means we're now washing twice as much gravel, which means hopefully we can keep up with the actual rate that these things are coming coming through. Although it still looks like it's pretty slow in there, it should be a bit better. And that whole thing looks okay. The only thing that doesn't look okay is now the fact that we've got flint all over the floor down here and here. Now, I don't want to keep flint. I know there'll be people in the comments telling me it's useful for this, that, and the other. I don't want it. There's always way too much flint on this game. So all we're gonna do is put in a false ceiling at around about this point here with a lot of fire. And now you'd never know that we've got a little bit of fire up there on that level. So back up onto our washing level then. Is the gravel getting washed as fast as it's coming in? It is. That's good news. But is this? Yeah, that's filled up with cobblestone. So we are going to get backups from our cobblestone generator, which is not ideal. Yeah, it's already going all over the floor, look. So that's going to need solving as well. And that's a really easy fix because we've got all of this space in here. All we need to do is just break this for a second, pick up our water and our lava, put ourselves a little storage box on there in void mode, stick a chute on top, and then just rebuild everything where that was. Just like that. Now our cobblestone generator is going to go into there, and if that backs up, well, it's on void mode, so it's not going to back up. And that means that everything down here should be working, and that means we should be generating a reasonable amount of iron. So all we got to do is get this iron out of these boxes and downstairs where we can collect it. And that's really easy too. More chutes, please. Let's just connect that and connect that, which means we need our final storage box, this big brass one, and that's all going to go in there and accumulate. We better put that on void mode as well, just in case. Now, my ladder's not in the most ideal position ever, but that's all working. And if I was smart, I could get that going even better by moving a bunch of this stuff around. But I'm not very smart. Just replace them with chutes. I'll just replace them with chutes. That's what I said. No, it isn't. There you go. Get rid of that and just pop a chute there. Get rid of that and just pop a chute there. And now we've saved ourselves a couple of storage boxes and everything is working. Amazing. Nothing's backing up there. Nothing's backing up there. Nothing's backing up here yet either, so that's good. And now we've got ourselves a little table. Wow, that looks weird, but we got ourselves a little table with a chest on it with some iron. Amazing. Now I could go a step further than that and actually have all of that turned into ingots, which might not be a bad idea, but we're already running out of power. I've actually had to slow the whole thing down a little bit because it gets overstressed if I go up too high. I'm not sure what I can get away with, or I can get 121, 122, not 123. So yeah, we don't have a massive amount of power, but we've got enough. And with a couple of flower pots, some barrels, a little bit of that trellis stuff, I think this looks a lot better than it did, although it's still kind of a bit weird that this box is right behind that pole. But we are now generating plenty of iron. Well, I say plenty, it'll be plenty for me to get on with for a little bit. And I've moved the ladder slightly so it's a little bit more out of the way down there. And then you just have to move across up to the next floor there. And there we go. Everything is done. The only thing I haven't done is the little building that I said I was going to do outside next to the lighthouse. But I think that's going to have to wait for another day. Can we actually see the lighthouse in the fog though? That's the question. A bit. A bit. Well, what about with shaders? Yes, that looks pretty good.